These are some of the reels that came from Alvey in the last couple of months. They're all newer stuff that I normally collect, but most are pretty cool reels anyway. A few more whistles and buttons than I'm normally used to. A couple of timber ones there, pretty cool timber ones, but most of them are bakelite, plastic and fiberglass. These are a couple that never went into production. They're 650 A5 ball bearing reels. They're pretty cool. They spin pretty well. They're a nice spinning reel. I don't know why they didn't carry on with them, but I think they're pretty cool. Here's a couple of them. One was prototype, and this one's got not for sale on the sticker on the back. Pretty hard to read, but yeah, I don't even know. Yeah, that's a not for sale sticker on the back. And that's the box the other one came in, the yellow glass prototype. This is a prototype boat reel that you use a hand casting reel for. Your spool fits in there and you just change spools. Pull them that way to take the spool out. Yeah, drill holes. Yeah, so that was what it was. It would have had a handle on the back here, but I haven't found that yet. It might be in the parts. I think probably the new black Alvey hand casters will probably fit. I've got to get one of them next time I go and see Bruce. Yeah, it was pretty cool. Pretty cool idea. I think that's as far as it got, but didn't go any further.
So you could like customise it?
Yeah, it was prototype. Yeah. There's a couple other things that I'm not sure that were made up with hand casters that are never finished. They were. There's another one here. Yeah, that would have went on a boat winch. I haven't had time to work it out yet how it all comes together, sort of thing. But I think I should have no trouble with that other one. These I don't think that's even an Alvey spool on there. It's a capstan spool, capstan plastic. So I know capstan plastic made a vape thing for Alvey, so they probably all worked in together. The others are just Alvey deck winches and stuff. These are some right whole four-wheel drive roof racks, rod holders made by Jack Alvey. Yeah, they also made reels for electricians through electrical cables through McCann, Queensland, Kangaroo Point, Ann Street. I don't know whether you can see that. Then the boxes that two of them came in had them down as kite reels. So the same thing, so I don't know whether they were marketed as kite reels or whether it was probably for kite fishing. Yeah, it came with the Alvey sticker on the back and came in the black plastic. This one down here, it's got the Alvey sticker on, and then it's, I think it was a prototype because it's different on the back. Australian made stainless steel, which is a sticker I've never seen before, but there's lots of stuff I ain't seen yet. That's had kite reel on the box as well, but they're exactly the same as electrician's cable reel, so you never get the damn things back in the thing again. What's it, 500C I think, that Tony was mucking around with. Probably about a 2-to-1 gearing. It's the only one I've ever seen, so. It's got line on it, so I must have tried it fishing. The back's got the screw in, yeah. 500 BC on the back. It's a 500, but yeah. It's one that Tony was mucking around with for. I've never taken the spool off. Not going to try. That's another cut down reel. Pretty cool. Even the another one up here. Not quite deep. Oh yeah. That's what happened when not all your family buys a birthday present. Not all Queensland supporters. You don't get a full reel. These are pretty cool. These are Alvey rulers.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. End up with two of them. They've got the early Alvey badges on them. So too good to take fishing with you. Measure the fish when you got home, I think. No, they're a couple of nice. They're really nice. Yeah. But yeah. A lot of posters too that I've put on the walls, and yeah, pretty cool posters. Love posters. It saves me, you know, puts a bit of what's name to it. Yeah. And behind the door there's a picture. I think it's a junior anglers. And I've been looking for that for about 4 days. Teresa said, "Did you hang it? You sure you haven't hung it on the wall?" I said, "No, it's not on the wall anywhere." After going through all the cupboards and everything else, I had a look behind the door, and there it was. This morning I sort of started when I had three new reels I had to smuggle down here. All the pegs I got from Alvey. Some of the reels came from Alvey too. Some I had. This one here is an interesting one. It looks like a tournament casting reel because it's got a really flat spool, and it's all been drilled. It's been holes drilled in everywhere to lighten it. So someone's gone to a lot of trouble. I'd say it would have been done at the factory because that's where it came from, sort of thing, up in the loft. So here we go, disaster. That's another tournament casting reel. That's a thin line it had on it. I got two of them that came out of the factory, so they're both nearly identical reels. One's pretty cool. I left that how it was because of the line is just like thin cotton. So I didn't sort of touch it. It was too cool. Yeah, there's a couple more tournament casting reels here. That one came from down in Melbourne. So it was made just for tournament casting, the spool. Really long line guide on it. Alright, these are Alvey Ace reels. The early ones with the timber spool. They come in two sizes. And they got Alvey Ace on the back. And the patent number. They're patented by Dodds and Alvey. So that's the patent number. This is the Bakelite model that went into production, Alvey Ace. There's a few different variations of the Ace. I was lucky, my old mate Cliffy made a special drill so that I could drill the holes at the same as the pegs. Tapered hole, which was pretty cool. Now, most of those are just sort of run of the mill Alvey, except, here we go again. It's a fiberglass they got from Germany. They had a lot of trouble with it. A lot of it went off in the pallet, so there's not a lot with that sort of fiberglass around. They're a nice colour, those spools, but yeah. I'll leave that there, I'll put it back later. Where are we? That's all that's on there. The stuff in this cupboard is all Alvey bits and pieces. That's an Alvey line counter at the back. That's Teflon bushes that didn't take off real good. That's the cutaway of the Teflon bushes. Would have been made for a display for a tackle show or something. Yeah, that's a Alvey bait trap. They were made by Capstan Plastics. That's the one off that reel box there. They had it made and they decided not to go ahead with it, I think. Oh, that's the reel bags. That's the mob who made them, I think. It's got, oh yeah, I don't know where you can read that. I can't without my glasses anyway. They're Alvey roller guides. And these things were made for cutting out for pictures and that. Not sure exactly how they work, but that's got your angle to your cut back. It's the things, yeah. They were made up in Yeppoon, I think, yeah. Can you see that?
That, yeah, it's like a symbol.
Yeah, and then too hard. When they're experimenting with fiberglass stuff on that, I thought it was pretty cool because it was in a chip cup. Japathane P103. Yeah. They cut the bottoms out of their tackle boxes to store stuff in. Where the tackle boxes were seconds or whatever, so I've got 3 like that. Yeah, just a run-of-the-mill rest of stuff, rulers, pair of thongs, pair of early Alvey socks. That's the mould they use for the reproduction feast-lot reels. It's plastic, so I just put it on the top of an Alvey bilge pump or a yabby pump, one of the two. Yeah, that's a charger for a memory stick or I think. That one's a Alvey rod. The others, I'd say, that was probably one of Jack's because of the short, really short butt. These rods up here were a couple of, hang on, just turn that round. Just give me a second. Break me bloody neck here. These rods were a couple of Jack Alvey. That was they had that was a prototype for the open runner. And Jack used those tip of the grips on the back for when he was casting, yeah. And now here's because again they're really short butts behind the reel seats. They both look like Rangi and Kane, I'd say. I'll just go down from there, that's a bit of presentation, whatever. This rod, it's signed by JC. There, can you get that? I don't know whether it's a rod they got made up for Jack or what, so that's John Nichols is one of the signatures on it. This is just another early Alvey rod. That's an interesting Alvey that winds from the back. It's the same setup as this small one. No spool. I have to try and work out and get a spool made for it. This reel would have fitted on the same as this one, and it's got the same back as this one. So same turntable, which is 1949. There was a patent drawing for that type of turntable. There's 6000 C8. I think they only made 100 of them. That was a production one. And that was the prototype. Slightly different. Yeah, no markings on the back at all or anything. And the spool was made in Australia. Bruce gave me this a couple of years ago. So I've got a spare spool now with it. So the 2 spools were probably the only 2 that were made in Australia, sort of thing. So, oh, these are interesting. A couple of nice wallets that were made by one of the employees a few years ago. And one was Jack's and one was Bruce's. Pretty cool bit of gear. New stuff on the bench. That's one of the reproductions, and that's an original one. Con gave me the box to put that one in, was the original one. This is one of the last reels that Tony was working on. It was one of the first 18 or the last batch of 18 that he made, sort of thing. Yeah. He passed away not long after. Yeah. If you have a look at that photo, you can see the back plates for that reel. So the photo must have been taken not long before he passed away. Photo's not real crash hot, but yeah. Hang on, take it out of the thing. Is that better?
Yeah.
Bruce can't drink coffee anymore now. Got no bloody cup. This is a new reel, of course. It's a Mahi Mahi. I think they only made about 15 of them. I don't know whether because they were thing, but a nice little reel. They're made for the American market. Yeah.
Nice pattern on that.
Yeah, pretty cool pattern.
Yeah.
Oh, that's just some brochures that I've got off and things that I've got off Bruce. Jack Alvey special. I don't know, they made a first batch of 11, they had the reels there. I don't know whether they made any more after that or whatever. Yeah. Beautiful bit of cedar. Pretty cool. Because there was 10 cedar ones in the batch and one pink silky oak, but I think Con ended up with that. These are just some there's you run-of-the-mill Alveys, those three there. One's just a stealth. Yeah, that's a geared hybrid. There's noises all Alvey geared reels. That's, what's that? I don't even know what it is. Bloody Craig rings me up and said, I'll get this for you. It's a 60C 100. Nice colour. Really nice. And that's a 50. Bruce signed the spool for me the other day. Cliffy made the spool. It's just had a few spools, yeah, left over. I think that's about all the new Alvey stuff I've got.
That new platypus cabinet?
Oh, yeah. So no, that's not Alvey, but it's Bruce. I got it off Bruce and Glen. This big box of stuff from Platypus. They gave it to them. It's still on Alvey's. I've got some couple of bits, some bilge pumps there. 2 chrome ones, 2 brass ones on the. I got a box of 6 litre drum full of bits and pieces. Bruce wanted to know if I want them. I laid them on the back of the van, and Glenn says, "Oh, do you just want? I can help you throw them in the bin if you want." But yeah, no, I got a lot of nice reels out of it. They got all them things on Queensland fishing tackle. That one there's a Randall, and that one there's a Platypus. The only difference is that with the back probably easier to press out than the Randall one. They didn't make it. Platypus reels for that long, I don't think. Weren't successful. And they're good at making fishing line, and the Platypus down there, yeah. So. No, there's some nice timber spills on them, but plenty of spare parts. Would have liked a few more back plates, then I would have been right. It's one of the nicest ones I've got. It's pretty few different sizes. Yeah, that's one. That's got a Randall ratchet lever on the back. Beautiful piece of silky oak, but I think some of them didn't have sleeves in. Cliffy had to make a few sleeves for some of the spools, but yeah, turned out pretty cool. They're different, different coloured Bakelite spools. And they had this one here that was aluminium. I think it's that one. That one's got an aluminium line guide and backplate. Pretty good, nice and light anyway. But there's some nice colours, really nice colours. There's no markings on the spools. With the QFT they had markings on the insides of the spools. Cigar and shit up.
Same.
Hang on, we'll go in. This is
Okay.
these reels were out of the loft, probably belonged to used by Jack or I suppose or the Alvey family. This one here, it looks like they were trying to work out different placement for the handles because they're slightly that's towards the outside, that's towards the inside. So they would have just unscrewed that and just screwed the handles onto that to check out which was the easiest to cast with, sort of thing. Yeah, I'll put this in without dropping it everywhere. Look at that. That's probably one of the first, not marked, but one of the first Alveys they made. Yeah, because it's got 4.5 inch A model 1925 on the sticker, and that was Jack Alvey's. Needs another handle. I'll get around and doing that one day. This was a interesting peg that I got, so I put it on a nice, mounted a reel on it, but it's pretty cool peg for all that. There's some of the photos had a few of that. The box is shellac I got from down to Alvey's. Must be boxes probably nearly 80 or 90 years old, I'd say, because it's been a long time since they used shellac on their reels. The paper looks pretty old, and yeah, probably been around for a long time, I'd say. Could be wrong, but yeah. Yeah, shellac's made out of beetles' wings. It just mixes with methyl or I think alcohol, the waste of alcohol. Soak it in there for a few hours and then put it on your spools. Usually do it with a wax after that. Yeah. This is a photo I got from Bruce. I got framed. And Glen Alvey. Beautiful photo. That's kidney belt for game fishing. Attaches to your, usually attaches to your reel or sometimes the rod, but mainly it attaches to the reel and that goes around your thing. Never, the only one I've ever seen. Oh, that's an Alvey, big Alvey gaff. Pretty wild looking bit of gear. Bit dangerous. Maybe the reason they stopped making them. Probably catch crocodiles with it, I reckon. Hang on, make it easier for you.
Oh yeah? Yeah, that's better.
Really, have a look at the back of that 1st anniversary reel. That would have been 95, I think, those fiberglass stick winches. That's a cool little display yappy pump. You break your back trying to use it, bending out.
What else is there?
That's it.
That's it?
Now you got a mess, I'll have to take me a week to clean it up. Oh, hang on. This is another interesting Y back. It's sort of real thick. It's not what's the name, so it's just unusual. It's a ball bearing reel. nice spool. Just got to get a new nut made for the front, but otherwise it's... I did get a new spool made for it because the spool was absolutely buggered. But it was camphor laurel. But yeah, I don't know whether it was a... Don't know. But there's, the size is slightly different to the others I've got because it's slightly larger than the other reels that size. That's about it down here, I think, on new stuff. Oh, that's... Oh yeah. Take me a month to put everything back together now. I had a couple of hats. On hat stands and a reel that's been underwater for a few years.
Oh, shut
What's
up.
beeping? That your camera or phone?
No, it's my phone. Nah.
Anyway, you can handle the rest, thank you.